All right, you're back with the most shadow banned man in the land. As you can see, I got the green bottle. It's none other than Lamar of the 3LC Reaction. With me, I have my co-host, the Guru, Lance, and I also have Mr. Red Rum himself, Chad. And we're gonna get into something we normally don't get into, but one of the things that's been popular over the last couple of decades, starting with Iron Man, has been the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, recently, they've been trying to do some shows on Disney Plus, which I gotta say I have mixed feelings about. WandaVision had its moments, but overall, I wasn't impressed. It was good at times, but it was a lot of filler. And ditto for this Falcon and Winter Soldier is actually worse. I don't like these characters that don't have any legit superpowers, but that's not what it's about. We're gonna review the Loki trailer, and let me get it. Let me get it going. Fellas, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
I'm
All
good.
right. And the sound should be good. I hope it is, but if not, we'll redo this shit anyway if it's not. But let's get into it. Let's watch this trailer because it's one of the better shows. I think they could have a big rebound with this show. Marvel Studios Loki. This is the second trailer. Of course, it's starring Tom Hiddleston and Owen Wilson. Let's get into it.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too. We protect the proper flow of time.
You picked up the Tesseract breaking reality.
I want you to help us fix it.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Nah.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
Why? It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Why never do it again?
All right, so there you have it. That was the Loki trailer. I'm excited about this show again because the first two Disney Plus shows, got my green bottle, were really disappointing. Again, WandaVision had some decent moments in it, but overall, I wasn't feeling the whole we're redoing classic sitcoms vibes and all the filler. It was fillerific. What do you fellas think about that trailer? What I liked about it was I liked the fact that he had a variant on his little prison jumpsuit, and I mean Owen Wilson and those timekeeper people must be pretty powerful if they could have Loki locked up like that. You know, he went to try to get smart with him. He hits a button, he falls through the floor. A guy has a stack of everything he ever said. He said, "This is absurd." He's like, "You sign this too." Well, so what do y'all think about that trailer? I'm excited for it. I'm thinking it's gonna tie a lot into where the Marvel universe is going, because they got the X-Men back home with Marvel. So the X-Men, they're gonna have to tie the X-Men and the Fantastic Four into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm thinking this show might lead to a lot of these different franchises coming together to make the Marvel Universe Cinematic Universe the number one to make it maintain its title, not only as the number one heavyweight champion in terms of comic book movies, but just movies in general. Because as we talked about on our first episode, regular action movies don't do it for me no more. I don't want to see John Wick. I have an easier time believing somebody like Wolverine could take out an entire army by itself versus the most trained assassin ever. But I'll let y'all go ahead. What you think?
It looks like it'll be a good, pretty decent watch. Um, it's a good thing my man Owen Wilson turned back up in this one. I've been an Owen Wilson fan for a minute ever since what was it? Wedding Crashers it was?
Yeah,
So it's a
Wedding
good thing he back
Crashers.
out there. Wedding
Hall
Crashers, yeah.
Pass. Hall Pass is another classic too that my man Owen Wilson. Shout out to Owen Wilson. I gotta tip my hat to you, sir. I'm glad you survived. You didn't commit
I'm
suicide, 'cause, man, the
Yeah.
world would be a much sadder place without you, man. So
Yeah.
here's the Owen Wilson.
well, I'm very excited about the movie. I I'm glad I tied in left off tied in Endgame and the rest of Avengers movie into this movie and this short clip that I just seen. I'm very excited. I'm a fan of Loki anyway, so I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah, I like it. And the female lead look like she gonna be doing. I wonder what her power set gonna be, because it look like she gonna get busy too. They got a strong female lead as well. That looks interesting. And yeah, I wonder how, because if you remember from Endgame, they talked about when Bruce Banner, aka Incredible Hulk, went to steal the time gem, when the movies is the time stone, but went to steal the time stone. The ancient one already told him, if you take this stone, it could set this whole reality on you make a whole convergent reality when you do this time travel. So I like how they reiterated that as well. They tied that into Endgame and showed how that was another tie-in. He showed how those different timelines started branching off. And if the rumors are right, the next big bad after Thanos is going to be some character known as Kang the Conqueror, and he's a time traveling villain. So he went back to ancient Egypt and conquered ancient Egypt. I don't know how Apocalypse let that happen, but we'll find out. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be entertaining. Owen Wilson is in it, so it's gonna have its moments, its comedic moments, and I'm looking forward to that. But unlike with this Falcon and Winter Soldier thing, I know y'all didn't even bother watching. I was totally unimpressed. I mean, the actors are good. I'm not. Let me say this. I'm not beating up on the actors, because they've proven their A-list status. So it's not like they're B-listers, but the story is underwhelming. Let me give y'all the rundown.
Well, I got to push back on that. They are B-listers to me. I think they was B-listers in the A-list movie. Neither one of them are A-listers. Now, the only A-lister was Robert Downey, Gwyneth Paltrow. Those were the A-listers, so they were actually B-listers. They just landed. What's the War
The
Machine?
Falcon and yeah.
I can't.
John
Yeah, I
Cheadle.
can't think. John Cheadle. Those are the A-listers. So they did. These guys are B-listers, if you ask me.
Well, I got to push back against you. I mean, even if they were B-list, which you could say Anthony Mackie, that's the guy who played Falcon. I think his name is Anthony Mackie. You could say he's a B-lister, but when you get a role like that, it automatically catapults you into the A-list, which is why he's been on a lot of stuff since then. He's been on Netflix. He's been on Black Mirror. Even though he was acting funny in Black Mirror, he was a part of the alphabet community in Black Mirror. So we're not gonna dive into that right now. I wouldn't. There's no amount of money you could pay me to do some of the stuff he done did in some of these Netflix movies. But be that as it may, this guy's in the A-list now. So
I don't know.
uh,
He's still
Well, we'll
popular,
see.
man.
We'll see how this one ends, because this is his big this is his big test right here. If this take off and this is success, I definitely think it will. If this thing here flops, I think they'll both stay B-list.
Yeah, I agree. I gotta agree. I think he's still Papa Doc from 8 Mile to me. The guy Eminem was same guy to me. I gotta agree.
Okay. I think that's a good place to conclude this one. You know, we kind of hammered on Anthony Mackie. So, hey, hey, I'm sorry about it, Anthony. The fella say you a B-lister. I think you part of the A team, but we'll leave it there. We looking forward to Loki. We can't wait to see it. And I got the Disney Plus, so I will be. I'll do an episode by episode review because that's gonna be the one I follow closely. I didn't follow. I skipped the first 2 episodes of WandaVision because it gave me bad memories from my childhood. Remember we were kids and all those shows that our parents watched was on. We don't want to relive that shit. I used to hate I Love Lucy and Leave
No,
It
I
to
love
Beaver.
Lucy was that bop, bro. You can't.
Yeah,
That
black
was
and
that
white, I
show.
can't do it. I can't do black and white TV. So that brought up some bad memories when we used to only have 6 channels, and you had to watch I Love Lucy reruns because nothing else was on. This back in the era where the TV you stay up late at night, the TV gonna have the rainbow picture on it. You know, we're not trying to go back there, but let's conclude it here. Hey, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, or dislike for we made all the Nicki Minaj fans mad. The Barbs, what they call them. So go ahead and leave us a dislike too if you're still mad about us dissing Nicki. But that's what we're gonna leave it. Thanks for watching.
Yo, 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 yo.